Today at Business Questions, Thangam Dambonair brought up some very important points about Chris Pincher. I'll play the clip in just a moment, but she also asked if our illustrious leader, Prime Minister, is going to comment on that and or attend the Standards Committee's vote next week. And I want you in the comments to tell me if you think that he will or not. Naturally, Penny Mordaunt didn't answer this, but I'll play her response to it. But if you want my opinion, I'm going to guess he won't.
I am shocked and saddened at its findings, and my thoughts, and I hope the thoughts of the whole House, are with the victims. As well as the impact on them of the member's behaviour, the committee found that the actions of the member significantly affected the public's perception of this House. I'm afraid to say that shamefully it appears the Conservative Party had protected and even promoted him despite a previous investigation into his conduct. So I am concerned that she has not announced the motion to approve the report in the business. I do hope the government isn't attempting to delay any possible by-election. So could she confirm that she will bring forward this motion as soon as possible, that the government will then be recommending approving the report and its sanctions, and will this include the Prime Minister? Can she confirm that the Prime Minister will show some backbone this time and actually condemn the actions of the member? And if he does not do the decent thing and resign, will she ensure that she allocates the time with speed and urgency that the activities need? Or does she want me to remind her week after week that sexual harassment is not acceptable? Instead of scoring runs, this Prime Minister is running scared of scrutiny. Too weak to turn up to Prime Minister's questions. He wouldn't even try batting away questions on his failing record yesterday. A so-called leader who can't even defend his own wicket, when any credible Prime Minister would accept the need for scrutiny and answer the questions from colleagues on behalf of the people we represent. It's not just PMQs, though, is it? He barely makes an appearance these days. Didn't show up or even give an opinion on his predecessor's lies last month. I did notice that he managed to find time to watch the cricket, so I am hoping that this speech might catch his attention. Could the leader tell us whether the Prime Minister will stand up to those senior members of his own party who attempted to undermine and attack the democratic institutions of this House and vote for the motion on Monday from the Committee of Privileges? The public deserves to know what he thinks, and they want a Prime Minister who stands up for standards. Madam Deputy Speaker, just like at Lords on Sunday, the ball is dead, it is the end of the over, and we're heading towards the end of the innings. The Tories have sent out their last batsman, he's out for a golden duck, the Prime Minister's got nothing to show the people of this country, he's failed to bring down the cost of living, failed to bring down waiting lists, failed to stop the dangerous boat crossing, so shouldn't he, like Ben Stokes, consider what's in the spirit of the game? It's time he declared and called a general election.
But turning to the very serious matter the Honourable Lady focuses on standards, and let me make first of all a broad point. The House knows my view on these matters. The only way we will improve the situation here is to recognise that we're not just one organisation but a community of many, and that processes and volume of standards bodies, 13 separate entities and counting, does not improve behaviour. Only cultural change will do that, and the key to that is to deepen our understanding of the duty of care we have towards each other. We are custodians of the trust and authority of this place. And I have set out my intention to, with external advice, conclude my own assessment of where we need to focus in this place. These findings I will make available to the Commission, and to the Honourable Lady opposite, and the Standards Committee. I held a private session with the Standards Committee this week to tell them of my concerns and suggested solutions. And I have also told them and the Speaker that I think that the ICGS review needs to be brought forward. And finally, as the Honourable Lady will know, and I thank her for her support, I'm establishing a forum between political parties, government and the House to ensure that we can work together in the best way possible to support MPs, prospective MPs, there and the staff of the House. And I'm supported in all that work by the Prime Minister. She mentions the matter of the privileges motion. I will not dwell on that today. We will be able to debate that, and we will both be able to say what we think on Monday. And with regard to the report published today at 9 a.m, the government doesn't set the timetable for the publication of that report. It is the Standards Committee's report, and they have published it today. The Honourable Lady will appreciate that the Honourable Member concerned has 10 days to appeal. And we must let due process run its course.
Sir Edward Lee proved this week that you don't need to have brains to become an MP. He contradicted his own statement in the House, and it begs to wonder how on earth they managed to keep their seats. And if you want to see what he was babbling on about, you'll need to watch the video that's on screen now. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.